Alright, so you probably scrolled upon this video and you saw the thumbnail and your first thought was, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Right? But, but, I'm going to get into that right now. I'm going to show you this is not a theory, this is fact. And you're going to fucking find out. Let's watch. Without further ado, this is how Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway 2 ties into the Israeli-Gaza war. This is not a theory. Again, I repeat myself. This is not a theory. This is fucking fact. And it all has to do with this little orange man down here. Okay? All this little fucking orange guy. But, let's go to the next slide. So, it all starts with our little bald man, Dana White. Alright? Who is one of Dana White's best friends? One of his idols, even. Right? No one other than the little orange bastard, Donald J. Trump. I don't even know his fucking middle name. I just know his middle initial is J. Right? These guys are fucking homies, right? Or at least Dana likes to think they're homies. Look at him. He doesn't give a fuck about our bald little rat. Little double chin. He doesn't fucking care, right? But, you know who Donald J. Trump does care about? We'll get into that. So, our little man right here, his baby daddy, his sugar daddy, his boyfriend even, Benjamin Netanyahu. I can't say his fucking name. I don't care to. I don't care to say his name, right? But these guys are fucking homies. You know who else is homies? There's going to be an event at the UFC White House event. That is going to be... There is going to be an event on 4th of July 2026 for 250th anniversary of the United States. There's going to be a UFC event at the White House, right? Now, you might think, how the fuck does this have anything to do with the Israeli war? I'm getting there. Don't worry. It all starts with our little orange man, right? Our big orange man, as you can see by his giant turkey goblin fucking neck, right? But he's looking at this and he's like, I just had to sign a ceasefire, which obviously is upsetting Benjamin, right? So he's getting Benny old boy some payback even. He's showing off. He's doing him a favor to show off for his boyfriend so he can get back into the lovemaking pool. Because they're fucking homies. And it's all for him at the end of the day, right? Look at how fucking tight they are, bro. That shit is tight. Right? Again, you're going to ask, how does Holloway have anything to do with this? How does this long-awaited fight have anything to do with this, right? And it's really, really clear when you think about it. So, there's this little place called... Fuck. Alright. So, there's this little place, right? So, there are these two people, Donald J. Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. Can't say his fucking name, don't care to, right? But just recently, in a little place called Gaza, and also the West Bank, but we're not going to talk about that. It's pretty easy just to say Gaza and Israel, right? Gaza is this little small city, smaller than Mesa, Arizona, that takes part of Israel and is technically Palestine, right? Maybe I'm a little uninformed. I don't give a fuck. But there's been a war going on there. There's been more bombs dropped. Okay. You might still be wondering, what does Charles Oliveira, and Max Holloway have to do with this? Right? How does this long-awaited rematch have anything to do with a war on the other side of the fucking country? But I'll get into that. Do not worry, right? But again, It all starts with Benny Boy and Donnie, right? And their little secret love that they're hiding from everyone, but it's quite obvious if you can see the signs, right? I know homosexual glare when I see one, right? I can't relate to it. Right? But I know one when I fucking see one, right? And it all starts with Donald J. Trump trying to make up to Ben, right? Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, right? Inside of Israel, there is a small city known as Gaza. If you're a fucking mongrel and you've been in a cave for the last couple years, you wouldn't know, but there is a war going on between Israel and Gaza, right? There's a lot of explaining that goes into it, but all you really need to know is Benny Boy, Benjamin, right, doesn't fucking like Gaza and has been committing, very obviously, a genocide in Gaza, trying to just wipe out those people. Just like how in the West Bank, which is this gray area, he has been displacing Palestinians in order to fit more Jews into that area, right? Which isn't anti-Semitic, it's just a fucking fact of what has been happening. I don't care about any of it. It's just, I'm just stating the facts, right? But just recently, this is a picture of Gaza a few years ago, and then this is a picture of Gaza now, right? That's all due to the bombings from Israel and the starvation that is being used tactically against Gaza and its citizens, right? Not just its terrorist fighters, because Hamas is a terrorist group just as much as ISIS was to the US, right? I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying there's a lot of similarities, right? And I'm not justifying either side. I'm not saying I side with the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces. I'm just saying it's a war. People are evil. Okay. But civilians, doesn't matter, right? Just recently, Donald Trump has helped kind of assert a ceasefire, which there's still shit going on, but there's been a ceasefire agreed to, right? And that has clearly upset Benjamin, right? And they had to do it to show faith because the United States people were turning on their president for continuing to fund Israel in killing civilians and also accumulating the highest percentage of children amputees in the world. That is a real fact. Look it up. Highest percentage of a population having children amputees is in Gaza. But Benjamin, right? He is currently going through this, right? And everyone's saying, oh, it's a genocide, right? That's not making him happy, right? And especially when Trump has to come in and announce a ceasefire so that way he can't continue to starve children. That makes him upset, right? What makes him even more upset is other leaders like this man, the president of Brazil, right? Now this is where I'm getting into it. The president of Brazil has announced that he also believes and has called out Israel for committing a genocide, right? And all of this makes Benjamin very upset. His little boy pussy is hurting, right? So, in order to make up to Benjamin, Donnie Boy has set up Charles Oliveras as a scapegoat to be executed live on Paramount at the White House card in order to get back into good graces with Benjamin because clearly Benjamin is mad at him for announcing a ceasefire, right? Dana White, he just wants to be included, so he's just sitting there and watching. He's just gonna let it happen, right? And you might ask, right? How the fuck is this guy going to sacrifice Oliveira when Oliveira clearly destroys Maximus Holloway? Right? And it all starts with our boy here, Dana White. He's thinking, how can I skew this fight? How can I make my daddy Trump happy so that way his daddy Benjamin can be even more happy, right? I'm going to go to our number one drug user in the UFC, John Jones, to get this scrawny guy some fucking muscle. Right? They're going to get some of that secret sauce to get some muscle on Max Holloway under the radar. They're going to bribe the commission so that way he doesn't get popped for steroids. His piss is going to melt the cup. You think Conor McGregor is on steroids, oh, you're gonna see what they fucking gave Maximus here, right? Max Holloway. I'm gonna call him Maximus, and you're not gonna do a thing about it. But they're gonna have him looking like this in a couple months, you know, just because they don't care. They want it Overeem style. They want to start executing people to make Daddy happy. Now, they get in the fight, right? Oliveras is clearly going to perish. He's going to die, right? Because it's crooked at the end of the day, and that's what Trump is doing. Trump is happy because he's making his daddy happy, right? But what they don't account for, oh shit. Right? He's trying to make his daddy Benjamin happy, right? This is them on the beach celebrating the win. They're back in good graces after Oliveira gets executed, right? They're very happy. Dana White's sitting in the corner, watching, waiting his turn, right? But wait, oh my fucking god, why am I? But wait, there's more. What's this? What's this? Oliveira still wins! It doesn't matter if Holloway's fucking juiced up. By the grace of God, the champ is taken aback. And what's this? What's this? He's calling Trump into the ring. He calls Trump into the ring, fucking pulls him up on stage, beats the fuck out of him, executes him live on Paramount. King of Rio doesn't give a fuck. He calls out Ilya and Islam at the same time, right? He absorbed the steroids through Max Holloway's skin and is gonna fuck both of them up at the same time on the same night, right after he knocks out both fucking Trump and Holloway. Shit. Thank you for watching. Short little video, but don't take anything I said with too much of a grain of salt. But if you did watch the entire video, I am really grateful for it. Like and subscribe for more bullshit like this. And if you are a IDF or Mossad agent, I am a pathetic little boy, and I am very sorry I insulted your great leader. Please do not kill me and my family. I would really, really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, like and subscribe. Oh shit, my notes.